Let me say something about paranoia in schizophrenia and paranoid states in Zen, especially where it concerns Satori and working with koans. Paranoid states connected to this practice. Cold. What is paranoia and where lying causes for it? So, paranoia means misunderstanding of reality, misunderstanding of events which take place around oneself, around you. If you are paranoid, you misunderstand the reality around you and you project your own interpretations on reality which have no real existence in ordinary reality experienced by other people. So excessive thinking leads often to paranoid states, and when we work hard, overworking, both mental work and physical exhaustion can produce paranoid states. There is also possibility of paranoia after long-term drug addiction, drug abuse, narcotics, doping yourself. You after some time will experience paranoia, paranoid delusions like that. Or if you are alcoholic, you drink too much for a long time, you always drunk. Sometimes you can become paranoid after you intake alcohol. You can see things, you can hear sounds, voices, like that. And you can imagine many things when you are under alcohol influence. Lots contribution to paranoia is stress, long-term stress. If you are in stressful situation for a long time, couple of years, you can become paranoid. You can have delusions because mind is too much overworked, too much tension, and it leaves ordinary world and enters paranoid world, paranoid projection like that. Or if you worry a lot, you have long-term struggle with somebody in situations like environment, workplace or school. At school things don't go well. Other schoolmates are bullying you or doing something to you. Teachers are punishing you for your lower mark. You have memory problems, memory loss. You have difficulties to concentrate on lessons, or you don't go to school, you go not to school, to other places Instead of going to lessons, to classes, you go to walk or to park and you do something else. And later you have experienced problem with teachers. You don't know the program. You are behind the class, and your stress and worries can increase at school, and sometimes you can get paranoid after long stress, long worries like that. Also, it can become mental illness problem, changes in brain chemistry, in some chemical changes in some part of brain which contribute to paranoid delusions. They appear suddenly because the brain is ill and produces malfunctions, produces thoughts, sounds, you hear voices, you see something, hallucinations, or you just become depressed, over sad, you don't feel well. And these are connections with brain malfunction, and it requires psychiatric consultation with doctor and taking some medication for brain to help brain to function better, in better way, and to get rid of paranoia like that. A paranoid state indicating mental illness like schizophrenia. Yes, they can be often symptoms of mental illness, paranoia, and depression. Also fears, long-term fear can be symptom of changes in brain chemistry, and but not always. Sometimes it is something like paranoid syndrome paranoidale. That means that this is not qualified as schizophrenia but as paranoia, as temporary malfunction of mental system and producing misinterpretations of reality connected with work stress, school stress, worries or overworking, and it requires some medication, but after a couple of months it will disappear and medication is not required anymore to take. But with schizophrenia, this is changes in brain. This is pathological changes in brain in some center of brain, and it requires long-term treatment, long-term intake of good medication, correct medication to help brain function correctly. And after a long time, these paranoid illusions, suspicions, delusions, they can disappear. But there is required to take medication for long time, maybe for 20, 30 or 40 years, or for all life, like that, if this case is schizophrenia. as a cause of paranoia, like that. Many people practice Zen. Can they become paranoid? Yes. Zen can be very cause of paranoia. You can become very crazy from the point of view of bystanders, but from point of view of Zen, you can have breakthrough the practice, especially when you're working with koans. You can become paranoid. You can experience new avenues of thinking, avenues of reality, looking at reality. And when you are thinking a lot and you work with koans and you are using your thinking with koans, then you become paranoid. I guarantee you. So the long-term intense practice of Zen can lead to paranoid delusions and to hallucinations. They are called makyo in Japanese. It is in translation, it is illusory devil. These hallucinations and delusions can happen when you practice very long time. You sit long hours and you can lose contact with reality. You can oscillate in this way or this way, and reality is lost and you live in your reality. It doesn't mean that you are sick or ill, but you found yourself in a new reality, and it is correct in accord with Zen teaching, but with ordinary people who don't experience any insights of Zen, this new reality you live, they don't understand this and they can take it as illness or as paranoia, or you become crazy for them, looking crazy for them. But Zen, especially koans, can cause changes in your consciousness. Many levels. You go through many levels of consciousness, and sometimes your actions look as crazy person actions, but they are just in accord with the level of attainment in Zen, like that. When paranoia happens, what to do to get rid of it? That is the most important thing in paranoia, to cut off thinking and to ignore everything what is happening inside your head. You must have a mentor, somebody who knows what's going on in your head, your teacher, who can help you to deal with the states of unusual experiences, unusual thinking, unusual actions and activities. He can help you to settle down, to be normal again. So the best way is to keep mind, don't know mind before thinking, without thinking. Is the best way to deal with paranoia, to cut off all interpretations of reality, Whatever imagine, put it down, cut off, and keep only don't know mind. Relax is the second thing. You try to relax more. More time spent relaxing, doing nothing, take a nap, like that, and enjoy your everyday life. Enjoy television, reading a book, watching a movie, going for a walk, sitting in the park, like that, or talking to a friend, or making new friends. You can overcome your paranoid misinterpretations of reality through these activities, especially when you ignore completely what's happening inside your head, in your mind. This is the best way to ignore your interpretations of reality. Can schizophrenia be healed? So far, psychiatrists don't have medication to heal schizophrenia. They have better medications to control the symptoms, to control states of apathy, depression, sadness, worries, fear, some kind of downfalls, and being nervous and having paranoid delusions. They have medications for this, and they have good medications for this nowadays. So if you are sick on schizophrenia, you need a good doctor, competent psychiatrist who can follow you up and who can give you an advice how to deal with your delusions, how to explain your misinterpretations of reality. Also, he can help you with sleep. You can take, for instance, oxyzepam for sleep, helping you relax at night. And you can take other medication, other psychiatric drugs to fix your sickness, like that. Physically, it is schizophrenia is a sickness of brain. It is a mental sickness, but it is caused by physical sickness. Brain is sick physically. There are chemical changes in brain, and that's why you have these mental problems increased. But psychologically you can heal yourself from many symptoms of schizophrenia. You can use don't know mind. Don't know mind cuts off thinking. When you keep only don't know, it's relaxed, it's the simplest mind. It's easy to not knowing anything, okay? And when you keep this not knowing mind, don't know mind, you cut off karma. And because your illness is karmic illness, if you cut off karma of illness, you can cut off illness. And you can heal yourself through clear mind. Don't know mind will lead you to clear mind, and clear mind will lead you to clear karma. And clear karma is awakened mind. It is no paranoid mind, not paranoid delusion mind. It is ordinary mind, simple mind, down to earth mind. It is everyday mind. Everyday things, simple things. You think about simple things, not creating any complicated, any complications, like that. What is Satori and how to attain it? Satori, Satori is a Japanese word, enlightenment. We can call it Kensho sometimes. So Satori means when you awake to this reality, when your discursive thinking disappears and conceptual thinking is gone. Discursive thinking, conceptual thinking, intellectual understanding, knowledge, everything is gone, and you are awakened to this reality, like that. Also, you awake to the oneness of all the reality. That means you are one with the universe, one with this light. You cannot separate yourself from this light of universe. It is impossible. It doesn't mean that you attain oneness with universe. You already are one with universe. And this is the Satori. This is your true self. This whole light, this whole universe is your true self, like that.